It is very, very important that we resemble Jesus in love, 2, in meekness, and then 3, in humility and lowliness. He said, I am meek and lowly. Look at Philippians now. In humility, in humility. All this pride and arrogance and pomposity is not of Christ, is not of God. So we must be full of love, walk in love. We must be meek, we must be humble and lowly. In chapter 2 of Philippians, from verse 5, Philippians 2 from verse 5, it says, let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. Do you see it now? Let the mind of Christ be in you, the mindset of Christ. That's what it means to become like him. When you have the mind of Christ, you think like him, you act like him, you speak like him, you behave like him. He said, let this mind be in you, the mind of Christ. Look at verse 6. Who being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself, do you see it now? Made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. Do you see it now? He took upon him the form of a servant. He humbled himself. Look at verse 8 now. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself. Nobody humbled him. It was the one that deliberately, intentionally humbled himself. He stripped himself of all the, the glory, the honor, and everything, and became like a man, and not just a man, like a servant. What height of humility! And this is what God demands of us. This is what it means to become like Jesus Christ. We are called to become like Jesus Christ. So we must begin to, look at our lives daily. And not be comparing ourselves with other brethren, other believers, other maybe this man of God, that man of God. Let's compare ourselves with Jesus Christ. How am I becoming like Jesus Christ? In my words, do I sound like him? In my action, do I act like him? And it is only when we begin to put our lives on the scale with Christ, only then can we begin to become more like him. So you see that the third layer of our calling is to become like Jesus Christ. So we see that he was humble and he was lowly. So we should also, be humble and lowly as he was.